What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we're going to be taking a look at the 55% Lord Slug that dropped over here on the global side. So finally we got a Lord Slug DOKKANFEST unit. It's been a very long time. And I mean a very long time since the last Slug unit dropped. The problem is we only have two. We have a free-to-play tech one, which is from his own like story event, and then we have the physical slug that also goes into like giant slug, which is just a side banner unit which dropped with physical LR Bardock, which is a very random drop. But yeah, the two of them dropped together and we have not had a Lord Slug since then. So now we finally did get a chance to get a real unit here in the DOKKANFEST Lord Slug here. So he is extreme STR. He does have a domain. He's got a new leader skill. We'll talk about all this stuff, but let's go ahead and hop into the event. This is the team that we're gonna run. It's kind of like a movie bosses demonic power blend, I guess would be the best way to put it. And I am running them here against this Super Saiyan Goku Supreme Magnificent Battle. I do like to showcase kind of like on this event, mainly because like this event here actually is one of the longer ones, and you can actually show off the units pretty well here, I would say. So I did want to point out, so on my slug here, of course, when we do these showcases, he is 55%. And he is link level 1. No orbs, no nothing on him, so we're just getting a nice raw unit here. So let's kind of talk about what Slug does. He is a demonic power, inhuman deeds, or movie bosses category, key 3, 170%. Plus he gives 30% to terrifying conqueror or space traveling warriors. So pretty solid leader skill. The fact that we literally we didn't have an inhuman deeds leader for like 4 or 5 years. Then we got 2 of them basically within the same month is just kind of comical. So we did get that. Demonic power is his new category. And of course we get another movie bosses leader, you know, because we don't have enough of them. But so we got that out of the way. Super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes immense damage to the enemy with a great chance of stunning, which is pretty solid for the fights where we can actually stun. Now let's talk about his massive passive. So activates the entrance animation, which is basically his domain. We get 200% attack and reduces damage received by 33% for the rest of battle, and creates the domain Earth Shrouded in Clouds for 3 turns from the character's entry turn when there are another 3 or more demonic power category allies on the team. Upon the character's entry, he +2 attack and defense 200% and reduces damage received by 33%. Then he launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super, plus an additional 50% attack and defense with each attack performed, up to 200%. He gets a scouter within the character's attacking turn, starting from the turn in which the character receives the 5th attack in battle. So he has to get hit 5 times for you to get that scouter, which kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Recovers 6% HP when HP is 66% or less at the end of the turn. Recovers 10% HP at the end of the character's attacking turn. And all allies keep +2 while the domain is active. So, yeah. So now while we have his domain active, demonic power category enemies and allies get 15% attack and defense. Increased damage received by superclass enemies and allies by 10%, plus an additional 15% for every, plus an additional 15% for characters who also belong to the Earthbred Fighters category. So the one thing that does suck about this is, I mean, we do get a very nice attack and defense buff here, but then we also receive a lot of damage by superclass enemies by 10%, and then an additional 15 if they're on Earthbred fighters. So these guys are on Earthbred fighters that we're fighting against, so they will be getting a little bit of an attack buff here. The friend here looks like he's basically link level 1s. He did have some orbs on his. I don't have any on mine, so that's why I wasn't really too worried about it. Let's kind of do it like this. So we'll just hop in here. We'll just start the event up. And we'll see how Slug actually performs with the rest of the team. So the one thing I do know is he actually does get so like when this one's domain runs out, we'll be able to go right into the next domain if he's on rotation. So turn 4, we'll be able to run the other domain. So it's basically just like one runs out and then you just go right into the very next one. So here we should have 66% damage reduction. Yep, is very good. I also did not show what my what the Slug had for stats, mainly because I wanted to show off like what mine looks like with nothing extra on him. Like I said, the friend one did have like some orbs on him and stuff like that, which could skew the numbers a little bit. Because yeah, I am trying to do just like a straight up 55% showcase with nothing on him. All right, so right here we got 4 links active, 4 out of the 7. Unfortunately, we can't get, I mean, I guess putting him in the middle, we could get Metamorphosis, which that just gives us what, 5% HP? Okay, so we don't even really need that, to be honest with you. Okay, so we are getting support here from the Angela and Metamacha, because what they do is they give extreme class allies 1 key and 30% attack, or I'm sorry, and 30% defense, plus an additional 1 key and 30% attack and defense for characters who also belong on demonic power category. So Slug is getting basically 60% defense and 30% attack here. So we're sitting at 163k defense, so not the greatest, unfortunately. But again, we are link level 1, so we don't have big bad bosses active either. Okay, so 4.1 million. Now, the one thing that's like reading through his kit here, he does not have any crit. Yeah, he has no crit in his like passive whatsoever. So I think what I'm going to do is, the way I'm going to build mine is I'm going to give him his typical 3 dodge. And then I'm going to go with a mainly full crit build with additional as the secondary. Because, I mean, Slug will have a pretty good defensive stats, you know, with 66% damage reduction. And then on top of that, he also will have, you know, fairly good defense and everything like that. But he does need to get hit 5 times in order to get the Scouter. So if we, you know, the opportunity arises, we can kind of put him in a slot where he can take a lot of attacks. And then we can get that Scouter going. Like right there, we put him in slot 1. He got hit 5 times. So on the next turn, we'll be able to have the Scouter for the rest of the fight. Which is, again, a very good, like, utility to have. But he does have an active skill as well. Massively raises the attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy. We activate it when HP is 60% or less, or starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. That's it. That's all he needs. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty good active skill, actually, like condition wise. All right, now I need to get my Slug out next turn. Wow, the friend's already at 11 million, man. It is kind of insane. I mean, he does build up pretty quickly. All right, so the domain is over right there, and boom, we go right into the next one. Which is insane. That's insane for that to happen just like that. Okay, so let's get through all of this. Yep, sure, we get it. Okay. So look at that. We can see exactly where all the supers are. They're all getting launched right there in like basically like slot 1, slot 3. This is good. See, these are the things that we want to see. Realistically, I would love to put him in slot 1 because I want to see how good he would be defensively against all of this, but I don't want him to die either because we might die. Let's do this. Let's just pop his active. Let me just see how much damage this will do. Yeah, peekaboo. 4 million. Okay, we'll take that. And massively raised our attack as well. I kind of do want to put him in like slot 1 here. Because who's the super that he's gonna get hit by? It'd be by Trunks. I mean, do we just kind of risk it? Yeah, you know what? I'll risk it. Because I am interested. I'm interested to see like how much is he gonna be able to tank? And then also, we are getting pretty good support. Plus we have damage reduction. So let's just see how this is gonna be. It doesn't hurt to try. I mean, we ate that. We literally ate that super. Okay, Gohan, what's he gonna do? Okay, so we took a little bit more damage from Gohan. What's Vegeta gonna do? Here we go. 307. Okay, so we just survived 3 supers. 3 supers from this fight. We just survived all 3 of them. And we still have HP. So yeah, I think that extra I think that domain being up actually gave it that extra 15% attack and defense that we got. I think actually ended up like helping us out tremendously. Plus obviously the support from this unit right here. They actually have a crazy super attack effect because they recover 6% HP every time they super. So going like additional and dodge on this guy might not be a bad idea. You know, get some nice HP recovery in and stuff like that. Like that side banner unit's pretty good. But okay, so it looks like we will, so at the end of this turn, we'll recover 10% HP. And all allies will get Ki +2. And then we'll also recover 6% HP since we're under 66% at the end of the turn. Yeah, so there was the little HP heal that we just got. So let's go ahead and just pop the friends active as well. We may as well. Wow, 9.7, dude. I don't know, this slug might actually be pretty good. What can I say? They actually built a really impressive slug unit. And you know what? I'm 100% here for it. Because like I said, we never had a DOKKANFEST slug. So this one being our first one that we got, I mean, they did pretty good. I kind of wish we could have seen the attack stat of like my slug. But unfortunately we got sealed. But looking at the friend here, you know, 9.7, 10 million. I mean, he's doing pretty good. And look, we just got the stun on Gohan. So yeah, I mean, this slug is definitely going to have his uses, man. I think he's going to be a fun unit to run. I personally can't wait to actually try him out in other like difficult events. Maybe I'll take him into like the Gogeta fight when we do the Rainbow video and see like how well he performs there. Yeah, I mean, realistically, like this could be a team that you could run as well. You know, Slug with his side banner unit. You could run this this Broly right here. Janemba's not a bad option. Turles, you can bring him for the support because he supports Terrifying Conquerors. I mean, overall, like this is a pretty solid team. Like Extreme Class got really good units just from those Brolys being the main headliners. So, all right, let's do this. Man. For 558k defense, okay. Side banner units at 504. Wild. That's very wild. Okay. Let's see what kind of attack stats we're looking at here. All right. 13.5 mil. I mean, we are getting pretty good support from, you know, both of these units, but 13.5 is very good. Yeah, definitely need to build him with crit and additional. I think he's going to benefit very well from both of those. And I think I forgot to check. I didn't even see if our domain is still up. Yeah, it is. Okay. So next turn, we won't have that domain. So we are going to lose the extra 15% attack and defense. So we'll see how... we'll see how SLUG is looking with no domain up. I think it'll be pretty interesting. Also, that side banner unit right there, I built mine basically full dodge. And he's got a high, they have a high chance of evading anyway. And we didn't evade, we literally just got hit still. So sometimes I really hate how dodging is in this game. Sometimes you get lucky and it does exactly what it needs to do, which is, you know, dodge, or it just doesn't do anything. But yeah, I kind of like putting SLUG here in like slot 1 and just, you know, seeing how good he can actually tank. Because it seems to be pretty solid so far. I'm not gonna lie. He did eat 3 supers from Trunks, from Vegeta, and from Gohan here, which a lot of other units probably wouldn't be able to survive. I mean, him having 66% damage reduction. I mean, we did have support on rotation and whatnot, but either way, like support or not, I mean, it's still, that's 3 supers from a pretty difficult boss. Hell, I know some units that are getting one shot by those bosses. So the fact that he ate 3 of them is impressive, all in, like in its own realm, basically. But yeah, I'd say SLUG is good. I think we'll get some pretty good use out of him, especially like leader skill wise. Him being the leader of demonic power. It's pretty interesting considering Daima is spoilers in the demon realm, so we'll just leave it at that. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, like how that series kind of progresses, and how this SLUG is going to be with future units. I mean, we do have heroes. We have some units that are going to get their easy A's from heroes that will fit on this team as well. So there's a million things that are about to happen, and I am here for it. But yeah, it's looking pretty good for our boy SLUG here. I guess we can get through this phase, and because I really do want to, the one thing I do want to test out is I want to super with this SLUG. And then I want to get hit by Goku. That is one of the things I do want to see. I want to see how well we can tank a hit from Goku after we have supered. And I think after that we'll be able to probably call it. But the biggest thing is going to be literally just getting rid of this Vegeta here. I was gonna say, because it feels like we're not critting or doing anything like that, so we're not doing damage to him. So we may not, well, I don't know. We may be able to get him gone this turn. And just pop this. We might, I mean, we might be able to do some pretty good damage here. We'll see. Yeah, definitely tanking pretty well. And now, mind you, we also don't have our domain up anymore. So we are missing out on the extra 15% attack and defense. It's still crazy to me to see these like attack stats from this Janemba post Easy A. Also, we have to remember we don't have big bad bosses up for SLUG either. Let's see, Demonic Ways. At level 1, it's only 1 key. At level 10, it's 2 key and 10% attack and defense. Metamorphosis will give us 10% attack and defense. Nightmares 15% attack. There's for Conquest attack and defense 15%. Big bad bosses attack and defense 25%. Fierce battle 20% attack. There's a lot of attack that's actually missing, and a little unfortunate. Okay, so what are we sitting at? We're sitting at 490. We got 66% damage reduction. We're type disadvantage. Unfortunately, Goku is going to super first. I'm going to allow it to happen. So let's just see if we can survive his super or not. Here we go. And if he doesn't, it's 100%. I get it because this Goku hits hard. So let's see. Let's see how much damage we take. 511. We lived that. We literally just lived a super from Goku without supering, with no domain up, nothing. This SLUG is good, man. I'm impressed. 12.4 million super. Yeah, I'm very, 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 very impressed with this guy. I like him. I like this SLUG a lot. We're going to I'm definitely gonna rainbow him, and we'll do a showcase for that, and you know, just kind of showing him off there. But yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments below where your guys' thoughts are on SLUG here. Personally, I think he's a very good unit. I think he's gonna have a lot of play and be on a lot of teams, especially when it comes to, you know, demonic power or movie bosses, terrifying conquerors, you know, like any of those teams. I think he's going to perform very well on. Space traveling warriors could be another one, which also, looking at the banner, we might see an Easy A for the STR Bojack. So he might get a Easy A, and he'll fit under this leader skill, and he would actually probably perform really well under this SLUG as well. And then maybe Tech Beerus might get his super Easy A. We don't know, but he's on the banner too, so nothing's, you know, nothing is 100% guaranteed, but it's also not out of the realm of possibilities either. So we'll see what happens. But we'll just make this one the last turn here. Let's just see what happens. This is the friend one. So let's just see how let's see how this one will live with no support. Because we had support on our rotation. So can the friend live or die? Okay. So the amount of support that we had definitely helped us, I think. So, because the friend definitely got one shot right there. But there you guys go. That was the little 55% showcase of Lord SLUG. Definitely let me know down in the comments below where your guys' thoughts are on him. And if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Russia, the whale of whales. Rainbow everything, buying all the sales. In Dokkan battle, I reign supreme. 10K stones, it's not a dream.